Having lots of content doesn't necessarily make a course more sellable. In fact, sometimes it does the opposite. So in this video, I want to share a simple way to structure your course so it helps more people. One of the things that is often the case when it comes to courses, and you may have done this yourself, is folk don't necessarily complete it. Now, I'm going to let you into a little secret on this. When it comes to really thinking about your course design, you don't necessarily need everyone to complete every element. And this is where it's even more important to look at the structure of that course and who is going to be doing it. So let's first look at transformation over information. We live in a very information-rich world. Folk can just go on ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, or Google or TikTok or whatever that might look like, YouTube even, and they can find out a lot of information. That in of itself can be incredibly overwhelming. And if you look at that and really think about it, when it comes to creating your course, it's even more important that it is not information-led. It is results-led. And then when you're really creating it and really looking at the structure of it, you're always coming back to help my course participants achieve. So you need within your course to make sure it is leading them from A to B, potentially to C, rather than lots and lots of information. It is about the transformation. So when we're looking at your course, let's really think about a very simple module structure. You want to explain very clear steps, you want it to be logical, and you want to make sure that each module builds on the last. You also want to make sure that your course people, I've got to think of a name for them. Your course people understand what they need to do and what is expected of them. So one of the things that I work with folk on is to create what I call a course companion. So when someone signs up, you explain exactly what they need to do to get the most out of the course. One of the things that I strongly recommend when it comes to course design and course creation is that we have a continuous level of improvement. So if, for example, you've got existing courses, now could be the time to go and look at how you can improve them. It may be that some of your audience needs some information at different points in the course, and you guide them to do that, but others don't. So this is where, when you've created your course, simple modules, simple transformation, you take that step back and you guide your course participants to complete the course in terms of what they most need to get out of it. And this is very general because it does also depend on the type of course, and we can go deeper, but at the end of the day, this is a video in terms of getting you to just think about the structure of your course. But one of the keys in 2026 is to make sure that you are guiding your course participants in terms of helping them to complete it, and also having that support structure in place, which again I will be covering in a future video. So please do like, subscribe, comment, etc., follow, so that you can see where else I'm taking this, but this is just a simple one. The other thing is about making sure that you are keeping your course focused. Don't go off on one thinking that you need to add X and Y in. You may, as I say, need to have supplementary modules as you go through and as people access it. But please, 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 please think less is more. Please keep coming back to the transformation and the outcome that you want your people to achieve, and don't get bogged down in thinking it needs to have more content, because as I say, in this day and age, content is not necessarily king. So cut what isn't needed, and again, going through that improvement process will help you to do this. So this sits within how you are designing your course, and yes, I do have notes to help keep me on track, otherwise I could go off on one. I always can. So For the purposes of this video, I want you to think about keeping your structure simple, making sure that it is achieving the outcome and the transformation that your course participants is signing up for. Keep it focused, cut out the extra bits that are not needed that you put in there because you think that you need more content. And for more, as I say, please do like, subscribe, follow, etc. and join my school community where I support even more amazing course creators to create their sellable course.